cold out there, isn't it? Yeah. Hey, everybody. We are officially live. Oh, look, there's an advertisement.
Advertisement?
Da, 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 da. Who's all on here? Looks like we have a smart ass podcast. Hey, look right there.
Hey,
Look right there. It looks like we're live there. Smart ass podcast is on here. We have the usual suspects. Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy New Year.
I need this.
You need that?
I do.
Okay. Dang. Oh, look, there we are. Look, everybody, it's the world's most dangerous Bessie.
Hello.
Look, I got 4 comments up there, or 4 alarms. I don't know what those are for.
Those are notifications.
Oh, that's what the kids call them.
Not alarms.
Notifications. Need to have me a couple sips of my family-friendly beverage while I see what Von B. Hello, he says. We have Neil Morgan on here. We have Lewis. Hugh. Very cool. We have Scott. We have DW Low. Oh, doggone it. I forgot to bring the little thingy that DW sent.
I know, and I wouldn't suggest crossing
I'm
the
not
tunnel
gonna.
to get it.
I'm not gonna. It is a frozen tundra out there. We have Mortis 005. We have Marty Divine. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you guys so much for jumping on here on our special New Year's episode.
It's not New Year's.
We are what?
It's the second. It's not New Year's anymore.
It's still a new year.
Well, it's already old. It's already old now.
It's already old now?
It's old now. It's old
One
news.
day and it's already
old news.
Oh, well.
It's a sunny 13 degrees here.
Sunny 13 degrees.
Yeah, so.
Marcus Klaus is on here. Digitari is on here. Good morning, everybody. We're going to be going live very soon. Oh, so crazy cold.
Maybe we should put a sweater on.
I don't know. I have to be unfettered so I can move, so that I can move fast like a cheetah.
Because he's wearing shorts, boys and girls.
So I can move fast like a cheetah.
Shorts. It is 13 degrees outside, and he is wearing shorts.
I'm not outside.
That's the day that you.
Check. Did we get an audio check? I'm assuming folks can hear us.
Say something.
Testing.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. All right. We'll call that a good live check. Are we live yet, sweet one?
I think so. No. Well,
Almost.
Which clock are we going off of? Because you have multiple clocks.
The right clock is the one.
What's the right one?
The correct clock is the one that we're going off of.
Okay, they all say 10.
Jeffrey Clark, thank you so much for joining. Edward Hooper is on here. Thank you so much. We got the Jim Stoot. Very cool.
Ooh, a warm 6 degrees in Madison.
Wisconsin.
That's a little.
Is that where Mila is? Is Mila in?
No.
She's in Michigan?
Yeah.
Michigan. I can keep track. Obviously. I think those are basically the same state, though.
I don't.
I think it's basically
I think
the
your
same.
geography is a little.
I think it's basically the same.
Suspect. We'll just say that kindly.
Chicago had a good amount of snow, but I have a teenage son that I sent out to shovel.
That's only going to take like another decade, and then we'll be able to do that.
Yeah, ours isn't growing too fast. He's only 2. 12 degrees in Las Vegas. Mortis005, give me an update on the temperature in Utah.
Ooh.
Utah. I need to work on my pile of shame. So, this is another solo game. How about that, boys and girls? Another solo game. And the reason I decided to do another solo game is because Bessie?
Oh. So we can show how it works with 2 leagues
2 leagues.
instead of a solo team versus NPCs.
Yes, yes. We have a lot of scenarios out there that basically pit your one league against the scenario. You're basically playing against the scenario. 52 degrees on Long Island, 21 in Los Lunas. I feel like I'm a weather lady.
Well, you don't really look like a weather lady. You're not dressed appropriately.
Oddly warm and foggy in Rhode Island, mid-50s. It's up to 5 degrees in Utah. -7 in Montreal, Celsius. So you have to convert that. See, that's metric. See, so you got to convert that to.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's cold.
Oh, Bri G.
Let's go there. 64 in South Carolina.
Oh.
Let's go there. That sounds
Why
nice.
are we in South Carolina?
I don't know. Let's pack it up.
That sounds nice. Let's pack it up. Everyone, meet me in South Carolina. We Badgers might claim the up. What? But they can keep the lower bit. Oh, that sounds like some sort of Wisconsin, Michigan sort of jargon. Randy, thank you for an update in Delaware. Randy says it's 56. Why are you guys warmer than me? -20 degrees using actual scientific measurement scale. All right, so I think like the last few times I did a solo game, we did it just using one single league versus the scenario. So I wanted to play a game using 2 leagues because I think it's important that players are comfortable with the idea of playing the other side.
Because it is a little different.
It is a little different. But you know, it's like if you're sitting in the rocking chair and playing checkers, you know, are you only thinking about what you're going to do, really? Or are you thinking about what your opponent is going to do? Same way in chess, you know, part of what you think about when you're playing a game of chess is what your opponent is also going to be doing. So in Pulp Alley, we carry that over because that's my background in wargaming. I come from the sort of background in wargaming where you actually are supposed to think about what your opponent is going to do. So it's not a strange thing to actually think about that stuff. I made 2 leagues up. I have our Cimmerian group from the last scenario that I did, exactly the same. So I pulled a leader card out of the leader pack. I pulled wouldn't it be nice if I didn't have this cable to like move around all the time?
It would be lovely.
Give me a 2. I pulled a leader card out of the leader pack that I thought fit that character. I pulled a sidekick card out to fit the princess. I pulled a sidekick card out to fit the princess's personal attendant. And I pulled a Stygian soldier, a card out to represent the Stygian soldier. And then I basically did the same thing with the other league. So I have the Witch Doctor, I have the jungle stalker. In this case, it is a large ape.
Ooh.
I have an ally, and this is the snake. Bessie, help me remember.
Okay.
This is the snake.
Okay.
And then all of the cannibals are level 1 cannibals represented here. So these are characters that I just simply pulled out of the character packs to find something that fit. And that's one of the advantages of the character cards is that they really are made to cover a wide selection of characters. And you can just about always find something in there to work for just about any character that you want to do. And if you don't, then you can make one yourself relatively easy, because I think most of those packs include some blank cards too, so you can put those together as well. We're going to just do the basic scenario. We're going to do scenario number 1. Nothing fancy here. This is the old smash and grab. So the story here is basically that our 4 good guy league escapes from the sacrificial pit and takes off across through the jungle, and they're trying to work their way back to their ship. But they are cut off by a band of the cannibals led by the nefarious witch doctor.
Ooh.
So that's where we're at. Okay. For the witch doctor, he has cursed presence. We're actually going to use the NPC related ability out of the character's book. So when he casts his cursed presence, it's simply going to be a random peril drawn off the top of the deck. Other than that, I think everything else is pretty much the same. So I don't draw a stack of cards. As we start turn number 1 here, one of the big differences from solo is that, Pulp Alley has a super engaging sort of initiative system that really keeps both players or all of the players engaged in the game. When you're playing solo, we toss that out because it no longer applies. There's only you, so we need you, the player, to kind of be engaged in the game. And that's why, you're going to some extent, make decisions for both sides. There's a rule in there that says your own worst enemy. And when you're not playing your side, you should be thinking about things to make it difficult on your league. You could play through a solo game and win every time. It's not a big deal. It doesn't matter. You're the only one there anyway. Your goal is not to take it easy on your league. It is to make things a challenge for your league and to see how much can they overcome. Yeah, that's what we want to know. I'm not going to move this enemy league and just have them spread out and get out of the way and be nice and be friendly and not do anything. No, they are looking to engage the hero league and try and put the smackdown on them. So when I look at this on turn number 1, I don't think it's going to be a big deal which side goes first on turn number 1. So I'm actually going to activate the good guy side first, just so I can get a sense of what they are going to do. And I do have 5 plot points out here, so I do feel like I want to try and gather up some of these plot points. I'm going to activate the Cimmerian first. And I'll have to flip over a solo card. When I do so, a solo card. Did we shuffle those? Should we shuffle them?
I did not shuffle.
We ought to shuffle. just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case. Just in case I stack the deck.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Bum,
Flip it.
bum. On guard. Roll the challenge below.
Okay. What's my challenge?
Roll 2 successes with might, finesse, or cunning.
All right. I'm going to be using my might. I got to get 2 successes. Oh, this is so good. I love getting on guard. Did you flip me already? I need 2. Yes, 2. I am on guard. My Cimmerian boys and girls
you
is
get a plus
on
1.
guard. So as long as I have this card attached to my character, I'm getting a +1 to brawl and shoot when they are ready. That's important. That's an important distinction. And you boys and girls, do you remember what that means? When is a character ready? Okay. So I will continue his activation. So he's on guard, right? He's on guard. So he senses ahead there is trouble, and he's preparing. He unsheathes his sword and stalks forward like a jungle cat.
Ooh.
Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and take a big
Now
12-inch run towards the center of the table
Okay.
and just like claim the table.
do you have to activate your entire league once you pick a side, or
Yes.
once you pick a side,
Yes.
that entire one has to go?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to activate my whole side. I'm not going to bounce back and forth. That's how it works in the solo. That's how it works in solo. Now, you have to realize that there's always things that can change that, right? So although the basic rule says that you're going to activate one complete side, there are solo cards that will change that and will throw a kink in your plan. So it's not always as easy as you think it is when you're dealing with a game that crazy guy designed. Okay, so the next character I'm going to activate is the princess.
Ooh.
Draw me a card for the princess.
Dun, dun, dun. Foul play. The closest
good.
enemy to this character encounters a peril immediately.
Okay.
Use the challenge below for this peril.
Closest enemy is going to be this cannibal sitting right on the other side of the table, right here. So I have to roll for the challenge that's on the card, and it says 2 with might, finesse, or cunning. Boys and girls, he cannot do that, so he's going to try to use his dodge. He will attempt to dodge that peril. And he failed that, and he takes his 2 hits, and he is removed from the table.
Yay! Bye.
Well, we've already lost a bad guy. That wasn't nice. Wow, I'm getting some really good draws here.
Oh, just wait.
I'm getting some really good draws.
We're rolling.
It's a good thing I chose to activate first. Okay. Card.
She
needs to finish her activation. She's going to move up basically behind the Cimmerian, and I will end her activation there. Okay, next.
Okay.
I'm going to activate the other sidekick, the personal attendant of the princess.
All right. He got Make It Count. This character gains a +1 bonus to 1 brawl, shoot, or dodge roll.
Okay. And again, that is an attached card. And I'm going to attach it to that character until it is used. So, and it's not even a challenge. Oh, that's so good. Okay. So that is this fellow here.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't quick strike. Okay. All right, man. And he's going to run up and get between the Cimmerian and the princess. He thinks he needs to be separating those two. He's got to make sure that the princess is protected from the Cimmerian. I have one last character to activate, and that will be my Stygian, and we will not draw a card here because it is the 4th character to activate. So he's going to run 12 inches and just kind of get up, protecting the princess as well. Something like that. All right, now over here because remember, it is the first 3 characters that activate that get solo cards. And that becomes part of your strategy when you're playing solo. It is those specific characters that are going to get solo cards. You have to decide, are you going to play those on your best characters that are able to handle problems if they pop up? Or do you protect your good characters by trying to activate your low-level characters? So that's something you really have to think about when you're making those decisions. It's not as easy as you think is sometimes when you're called upon to make these decisions. So let's see what kind of ranges I have now. What kind of distances am I looking at here? Let's see if I moved into range for my snake to get on the Cimmerian. I ended up an inch short. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to activate my snake, and it is going to move 12 inches towards the Cimmerian. We're going to get there's going to be a big tussle in the middle of the table, boys and girls. Now, my gorilla is fast, boys and girls. He is speedy. The gorilla can run up to 16 inches. What do you say we put the gorilla on the Cimmerian? Is there any reason not to do it? I say we do it.
I say we do it.
I say we put the gorilla on the Cimmerian, and that, boys and girls, is a fight.
Ooh.
NPCs will always fight to cause as much damage as possible. They're there to cause problems for you. They are there to cause as much of a nuisance as they can. So there's not a lot of hard thinking to do. They're not there to be subtle. The NPCs are not there to be subtle. That's your job, right? As your job is when you're playing your side, you can be as subtle as you want and see if you can outsmart the NPCs. See how that works. The NPCs are very direct and straightforward. They have a job to do, and they are there to cause as much problem as they can. So here comes the ape. Now, is my Cimmerian ready, or is he not ready? Do I get my bonus here?
I would say no.
You are correct. He is not ready. And for those of you out there that need to know what the definition of ready is, you are always ready before and during your own activation. This is not before the Cimmerian's activation. This is not during the Cimmerian's activation. Therefore, he is not ready. He'll be rolling 4, die, 10. As the great ape roars, comes flying through the jungle.
With 5d8.
5d8 of beatdown coming at the Cimmerian. Here is the roll. 5d ape, a bellowing ape. And he got a 6, a 5, and a 7. Here is the Cimmerian rolling. Cimmerian is, I don't think I mentioned it, but the Cimmerian is not trying to dodge here. The Cimmerian is counterattacking. Dangerous move on his part. And he rolls a 9, a 10, and a 7. Nice. Oh my gosh. That is some pow. That is some pow right there, boys and girls. And what do you do right there? So the ape, remember that the ape is the attacker. So, you know, I said it before, I'll say it again. The bad guys are there to cause as much damage as they can. And that's what the ape is going to do here. So the ape says, take them all. And the Cimmerian will have to roll a 3 dice health check, and the ape will have to roll a 4 dice health check. Here is for the ape. It's the active character. And he passed it, boys and girls. Look at that. The ape is uninjured. Holy cow. What is going on here? And the Cimmerian is bloodied.
That is so typical of you.
The Cimmerian is beat. Okay. So, I think what I'm going to do with my witch doctor here, is I'm going to see if I can get a little more damage in on the Cimmerian now that he is injured. So I'm going to move my witch doctor 6 inches forward, and then he's going to perform an action, and he's going to throw Cursed Presence at the Cimmerian. So the Cimmerian is going to have to roll for a random peril. Flip over the card and show me the challenge number.
1 with cunning.
Okay, it's 1 with cunning. 1 is not a great challenge, but he did find the Cimmerian's weak spot. He only has 2 die 8 in cunning, and he needs 1 of these. Can he get it? He does.
Ooh.
So he avoids getting injured. That's all I'm going to be able to get on the Cimmerian this turn, though. That's all I'm going to be able to get on the Cimmerian this turn. And now I'm going to just rush forward with my cannibals. There's nothing subtle. I'm out to cause damage, and that's what I'm coming forward to do. I think I might go a little wide just to give myself some options. I'm going to try and stay a little spread out here as I move my cannibals forward. I'm going to put that one on this side. He's sneaking around over there on that side. Look at that, boys and girls.
Sneaky little sneaker.
He's coming around this side over here. Yeah. All right. Now, does that end that turn?
I think so.
I think we have one recovery check to roll for. So let's roll for that. Let's see if the Cimmerian can recover here. What kind of... Okay. That's not the... I don't think that is the right character card. Yeah, I don't think that is the right character card for him. I think I had Moxie, didn't he? Here's his recovery check. He does not recover, boys and girls. The Cimmerian was smashed. Let me see if I drew the wrong card out. I don't remember him being... I could be wrong. Let's see. I'm pretty sure he did not have any shoot skill. I can't remember. Okay, it's got to be it. It's got to be the right one then. Okay, we'll go with it regardless. It's not the skills that are, or the abilities that are.
So his brawl and might dice types are not lowered due to injuries.
Okay, all right, all right. So now we're starting turn number 2 here. And here's the choice that you have to make as a player. Which side would have the advantage if I activated them first? Because I want to make it hard on my league. So I think it would be in the advantage of the cannibals to go ahead and rush them. Yeah. Because I want to try and hurt the Cimmerian. I want to try and see if I can do some more damage to him before he gets any help. In other words, if I activated the good guys first here, I would get help up here. I'd throw more guys against this ape. When the ape activated, he might even have to split his attack and things like that. So you think through that a little bit, just like you're playing a game of checkers or chess or something. Think about what your opponent is going to do.
Well, and that works even during a regular game.
Yes, absolutely. Yes,
if
you're not thinking about what the opponent
do I
is
want
do,
them to activate
you're only
first?
playing half the game.
Are they doing it, or is it to my advantage?
Yeah.
You know, that's important too.
So I think in this situation, it's going to put the good guys at a disadvantage if I activate the cannibals first. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to see how that goes. What do you guys think?
Oh.
All right. So when I activate what
are you doing?
I don't know. See, I don't know. What am I going to do here? Do I activate what kind of brawl skill does my cannibal shaman have? 3 die 10.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty good shoot too. All right. I'm going to send my cannibal shaman in. I'm going to activate my cannibal shamans. That means he gets to draw a solo card.
Oh no. This character gains a +1 bonus to 1 might, finesse, or cunning roll.
Okay. And then he's going to rush at the barbarian. The barbarian, I'm going to move that just because it's in my way a little bit. The barbarian now has the great ape and the shaman on him.
Uh-oh.
Let's move this around over here. Now, I guess one interesting thing to point out there is that if I had wanted to, I could have avoided rushing the Cimmerian, and my shaman could have gone around the Cimmerian and gone after somebody else because the Cimmerian was already engaged. So that gave me the option there. I could have avoided the engaged model in favor of an unengaged model. But here I actually want to go after the Cimmerian. I'm gonna gang up on him and see if I can just beat him into the ground like a tent peg. Here it goes. So the shaman is rolling 3 die 10 of beat down, and the Cimmerian is only getting what?
Is he brawling?
He is brawling.
4 die 10.
He is.
Oh, he's ready.
And he's also ready. Oh, crap.
If you
I
wanted to
walked
use
into
it.
that. I walked into that, didn't I? Okay, so 5d10. The barbarian sees the shaman coming, and he is slicing. He is swinging his big old broadsword. Here is the shaman with 3 die 10. Is that got it? Yeah. 4 and a 5. Okay, that was not the beatdown that I was hoping for. Here is the Cimmerian, a 10, an 8, and a 4. And you know what? I'm not going to do anything fancy here. So we're just going to say take them all. That means the Cimmerian will have to roll a 2 dice health check, and the shaman will have to roll a 3 dice health check. The Cimmerian is down to D8, though. Will he fail another health check? He does, boys and girls. He fails another health check, and he is down to a D6 health. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. When you put your lead character in the middle of the table where everybody else can attack it, what do you really expect? What do you think's going to happen when you put your lead character right there in the middle of the table where all the enemy can come after it? Oh, you got to take some beat down. The shaman has to roll a 3 dice health check. Let's see how that goes. Oh my gosh, Bessie. The shaman passed his health check. That was 2 really big health checks on the bad guy side. That ape passed either like a 3 or a 4 dice health check. And now the shaman does as well. Juju is strong in this tribe.
Boo.
Okay. And now I will continue activating more characters. Now, I'm not going to be able to really get more characters on the Cimmerian because it's going to get me too close to those other characters. So here I'm actually going to have to start trying to take out some of the other guys. I'm going to send this cannibal here, activating. I think this is my 3rd character. This is my 3rd character, so he's going to get a card.
Draw?
Did I draw for the
shaman?
Yeah, didn't he get the when it counts?
I thought he got that the first. Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah. So, okay. So I'm going to draw a card for this cannibal over here. Bessie, will you draw a card for my cannibal?
What did the gorilla get?
I don't remember. What did the gorilla get? Did we not draw?
We didn't draw for the gorilla.
We didn't draw for the gorilla? Okay. Well, I'm not going to worry about it now because
Okay.
things have passed.
Okay.
So we're going to just move forward. So this guy drew a move along, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to move into contact with the Stygian guard. These cannibals are rolling 2 die 6 to attack. The Stygian guard is rolling 3 die 6 to defend himself. He is trying to stab back. So 2 die 6 from the cannibal, a 6. Here is the Stygian guard. If I can open up a spot here, I could possibly get another guy on the Stygian. Ooh. The Stygian only got a 5, and I'm going to go for it. So it's going to be 1 dice on both of them, a health check. So the red dice is for the Stygian. The white dice is for the cannibal. Let's see if they can pass their health checks. The red dice, the Stygian blocks with his shield. Ting! And the cannibal is KO'd. These are level 1 cannibals. So he is removed from action. And I'll just send another guy in. This is the 4th character to activate this turn. So I'll send him in. Now, this cannibal's rolling 2 die 6, and the Stygian is rolling 2 die 6. If I can take this flank, if I can take If I can take this Stygian out, that'll actually open up another slot where I can get another cannibal in on that Cimmerian.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going for here. I want that slot opened up so I can sneak in there. Okay, the Stygian has already been in a fight, so he's down to 2 dice. The Stygian is, or the cannibal is also rolling 2 dice. Now, my Stygian also has a dodge skill of 3 dice 6. This is where, what do you think, boys and girls? Do I play it tricky? Bessie, what would you do here? Would you go for defense of 3 dice 6 or try to stab him with 2 dice 6? And this is where you really think about what your situation is. What are you trying to achieve? Are you trying to take out as many cannibals as possible, or you want this guard to stay on his feet? What do you think?
I don't know.
Okay.
I want to be bloodthirsty, but maybe it would be better to
Okay.
stay in the ground. I don't know.
You know what? Let's just try it. So we're going to try and dodge. He's going to use his 3 dice 6. He's got his shield up and he's trying to protect himself, right? And so here comes the 2 dice 6 attack from the cannibal, and he gets a 6 again. He's now, so for the Stygian to block this, he's going to have to get a 6. Can he do it?
Da, da, da.
He
Yay!
gets double 6s. He knocks out that 6 and he stays on his feet. Now that puts a little bit, so there, as the player league, you can do those sort of things. You can try to be a little more subtle and you can try a few more tactics and things like that. That's really when you should kind of try and test those ideas out. Solo games are really about testing your league and testing theories and testing tactics and trying to figure out what is going to work and what isn't going to work. That's a good time to really don't worry so much about who wins and loses a solo game, because it's really meaningless in the end of things. You know, you don't get a cookie.
I disagree. I think you do get cookies.
Maybe you do get a cookie. I still have several characters to activate over here, and now I'm running out of options. Now I'm going to have to go
You
in
can
on.
send the snake around.
I think I was going to have to go around and attack that the personal attendant. All right, so the snake. That's what the snake is going to do. The snake comes around and attacks the personal attendant of the princess.
Ooh.
The snake is rolling 3 die 6 to attack. And the personal attendant is rolling what, Bessie?
Personal attendant is rolling. What are we doing? Rolling? 5d8. Because he has a make it count card.
Okay, that means we'll have to use that card. It is a 1-use card. Is this where we want to use it?
Is it?
I
feel like a yes.
4d8 or 5d8. Sure. Okay, let's do
I mean,
it.
that's a sidekick level.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's an ally level.
Yeah.
Still, we want to get...
We want to get rid of the snake? Okay. So the big guy is going to go ahead and use his make it count and get 5d8. He could use his quick strike ability and drop it down to 7 die 6. Would he want to do that? Let's try it.
All right, let's do it.
Let's drop it all the way down to 7 die 6. Let's see if I got enough dice here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So here is for the snake. The snake comes at him and is rolling and gets a 6. Okay. And then the personal attendant of the princess rolls
a 6
and gets a 6 and a 4 and a 4.
Ooh.
Lots of misses there. Lots of misses, but he still got 3 on there. We're going to say the snake is going for broke, so he's not going to try and block anything, and that means the guard is going to have to roll a 1 dice health check, and he rolls a d8. Guard is going to have to roll a 1 dice health check, and the snake will have to roll a 3 dice health check. Okay, here is for the guard. Let's see if the guard is injured. The guard is, in fact, injured. What are his abilities? Yep, that's it. Okay, so the guard is now injured as well. Oh, boys and girls. Oh, he takes it. He blocks. He could not let the snake get through to the princess. And let's see if the bad guys continue their reign of terror here. Not this time. The snake goes down. Now,
Yay.
the next character I'm going to activate is this cannibal over here, and he's going to move in on the personal attendant again.
Okay.
Now the personal attendant is down to rolling. That card is gone. The make it
card is
count
gone.
card.
So he's normally at a 4 die 8, but he was in a fight, so 3 die 8.
He's injured. So 3 die 6.
No.
So he's only rolling 3 die 6, and the cannibal is rolling 2 die 6. Here we go. Cannibal says nothing. Personal attendant says pow.
What?
And the cannibal is going to have to roll a 1 dice health check. And who knows?
Oh, of course.
Blocks it with his shield. All right. I still have 1 cannibal that has not activated. And in this case, I can send it in on the Cimmerian. And I'm going to try that. I'm going to send him in on the Cimmerian. So he's going to go right in between here and try and poke that Cimmerian. He's the nearest character. The others are engaged. So that's what he's going after. And he is rolling 2 die 6 to try and poke the Cimmerian. The Cimmerian does not have Moxie. But he is still rolling D10s. But how many fights has he been in? He's been in 2 fights. So he's down to rolling 2 die 10 to fight back.
He does have quick strike.
He does have quick strike. So he could get 4 die 8. You want to do that, or do you want to do 4 die 10 to dodge? Oh, she's thinking, boys and girls. 4 die 10 to dodge. 4 die 8. This is the Cimmerian right here. This is the big guy in the middle. He's down to D6 health. If I injure him here, he is down. I get me a spear in there.
Why do you roll like this? I guess let's dodge.
Okay. So the Cimmerian chooses to dodge here. Oh, but his dodge.
Yeah, he'll be down.
His dodge is not affected by his muscles of steel.
So he's got
So it would be 4 die 6.
Yeah, I'd say 8.
He's going with his 8s. So he's not going to be able to block anything. See, that's the danger thing right there, boys and girls. As soon as you make that choice as the defender, as soon as you say, I'm going to counterattack, your ability to block anything is gone, and you're just going to have to take whatever the attacker throws at you.
Well, let's hope you roll correctly.
See if I can get a couple 6s in on him here. Here we go. Here is the roll for the cannibal. Weeksa gets a 4. Okay. That's all it takes to take the Cimmerian down.
Hey, he's got loaves.
Oh, he could butter his loaves up.
he could handle it.
4 die 8, and he gets 3 successes. But look at that. The defender, he chose to counterattack, so he cannot block. And the defender is not going to counterattack, or not going to block here. Why? Because he wants to cause as much havoc and damage as possible. So the Cimmerian is going to have to roll a 1 dice health check, and the cannibal is going to roll a 3 dice health check. Here is for the cannibal. I'm sorry. Here is for the Cimmerian. Bessie? I don't know if I've asked today, have I? Boys and girls, if I haven't asked you today, please take a moment and make sure you have hit that like button for us. I see like 30-some people out there watching right now, and we only have 19 likes. Please take a minute right now and click that like button for us. If you're not a subscriber, we'd love for you to subscribe to our little channel. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. And if you are a subscriber, make sure you hit the bell so you're getting a notification when we upload a new video. Smart Ass Podcast is on here. Hey, Phil is on here from Florida. Or go with the 8s.
Hey, where's this game mat come from?
What?
The game mat?
This game mat is by Monster Fight Club. It is a 2-sided game mat We use this both for our deserty, rocky looking desert sort of games that we do. I don't know. Probably
So
can't see
tan
it
side
today.
and a green side.
Tan side, green side. And a fairly decent price. I try to carry these in our store when I can find them, but we don't have any right now. I think I still have a couple game mats, but not one of these. Okay. Any other questions from the boys and girls before I reveal?
It's a 5.
Oh, it was a 5. I moved the count. Okay. So he passed his health check and was not injured. Here,
Yay.
I'm going to pass my health check now for the cannibal, though. Watch this. 3 dice health check, and passes all 3 of those dice, boys and girls. Holy cow. You know what's going to happen when the Cimmerian has to activate? When the Cimmerian has to activate and he is in contact with 3 characters, we're going to see his honey buns getting buttered.
You do not get a cookie at the end of this turn, or at the end of this game. I just want you to know that.
I don't know what that means.
No one knows what that means.
No one knows what that
But we know you're not getting a cookie.
So that was the last of my cannibals, wasn't it? Oh, this has turned into a scrum. This has turned into a legitimate scrum in the middle of the table. Now my ability to go after the plot points is really hampered. I could send the princess off on her own to go after a plot point. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Let's see what we do here. So at this point, all of the bad guys have activated, and now I've got to start activating some of the good guys. This is only turn number 2. Turn number 2, and the Cimmerian is bloodied. The Cimmerian is bloodied. He's got blood dripping from his chin. I think this model may actually be from Talisman.
Oh.
You guys remember that game, Talisman? Of course, they re-release it every few years or so. I think that's a really old Talisman barbarian. I could be wrong. I think the one that came from Warhammer Quest was different than that. You guys let me know what you think it is. If it's a Warhammer Quest or a Talisman, let me know which one you think it is. But it's that plastic model out of one of those 2 sets. And gosh, that model might be older than Bessie is. So as we start this half of the turn, what am I going to do, boys and girls? I think I'm going to start with trying to peel and make some room. So I think I'm going to start with this Stygian over here.
Okay.
And see if I can get some room over here. So what? My Stygian is only going to get to roll 1 dice. Has it? No, he's still going to get 2 dice.
Yeah, because he's only fought once.
He's still going to get 2 dice. And my cannibal's only going to get 1 dice.
All right.
All right. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to roll them all together in 1 cup.
Let's see how you roll this.
Let's see how this goes. This is my Stygian versus the cannibal. And the Stygian gets nothing. And the cannibal gets a hit. And the Stygian will have to roll a health check and stays on his feet.
You know, when you say make it hard, I don't think this is quite what we had in mind.
You're supposed to, boys and girls, you are supposed
to fail all your own recovery checks, but make everybody else's.
Challenge. The point of the solo games is to challenge your league and see,
but not murder them in a massacre.
I haven't lost a single character yet.
We're awfully bloody.
I haven't lost a single.
We're gonna start falling.
Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true. So, what is my poor princess going to do? She's loose right now.
She is loose.
She is loose. She has
some shoots.
She does have some shoots. She's got nobody to shoot at. She has a little bit of brawl.
That's
not a good brawl. A little bit of brawl.
Could she go and help get this guy down since he doesn't have any dice anymore?
Which guy?
The cannibal that just fought.
The cannibal that just fought.
Because that would be right? Since he had one at the start of that one.
Yeah. What about my should we let him
personal
go? I'm gonna
guard.
have my personal guard go
Okay.
next. How many dice is he gonna get to throw?
He was 4-8 originally. He's been in 1 fight, 2 fights. 2 fights. So he's at 2 die. Oh, and he's hurt, so 2 dice 6.
2 dice 6 to attack.
Mm-hmm.
What's that cannibal have? 1 dice?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try it again. So here is my personal attendant trying to beat back the cannibal that's on him there. Let's see how this goes. I need some room. I need some breathing room here. 2 dice 6. All right, look at that, boys and girls. That's 2 hits. The cannibal got nothing.
Finally.
That means I'm not going to have to use any of my offensive dice to try and to protect myself, and I can go whole hog and send both of those dice in for damage. Cannibal's going to have to roll a 2 dice health check. Cannibal is removed
Yay.
from the table. Boys and girls, the cannibal is removed from the table. Now that got me some breathing room on that side. That got me a little bit of room on that flank over there. Boy, this is tough, though. This is tough. So here's one thing I thought for the princess.
Mm-hmm.
Could she go up against the witch doctor and try to dodge? Use her dodge skill against the witch doctor?
Just to get one of his dice down. Again,
so against the Cimmerian. When the Cimmerian activates, the Cimmerian's going to be down to roll.
What's he going to throw at her?
Well, he's been in 2 fights, so he's only going to get 2. He's been in 1 fight. The witch doctor has been in 1 fight.
2 die 10.
So he'd get 2 die 10 versus her 4 die 8. If he rolled big, she would be stuck. But or we could have her come over here and try and clear some space. Try and take out one of these guys over here.
Especially since Homeboy isn't throwing anything at her. It's certainly the safer option.
Okay. Well, she's only going to throw 2 dice at him. And now that he's down to no dice, he'll try to dodge with 2 dice 6.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's do that. Do you want to try and take out a cannibal?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So the princess is going to come around here, and she's going to actually attack one of the cannibals that is on, you know what? She could go after this cannibal that's on the Cimmerian.
Oh, yeah.
No. She'll go after this one. Okay. So the cannibal is not going to have any dice to throw. She's going to be throwing 2 dice at it. So he will have to rely on his dodge skill. He's got to dodge 2 dice 6. So it's even money here. Let's see what happens. Let's see if the princess can get through on this. She gets a 4, he gets a 6, and he blocks her 4. So no damage there. Wow. The last character to activate is the Cimmerian. All right, the Cimmerian, is time to activate. Now, what we're going to try here, I think, is regardless of which skill I use, I'm going to have to split against 3 enemies. So first thing I have to do is decide which skill I'm going to use. I don't have Moxie on this character, so I lost 3 dice from the 3 previous fights, so I would only have 1 brawl dice if I wanted to brawl.
Does the on guard still work here?
The on guard would still work here because remember you are ready before and during your own activation. Mm-hmm. So you would still get a +1 for that. What if we remembered to include that in the other fights? I don't know. I hope we did, but we might not have.
I know we did on one, but I don't
on at least one of them. Okay. So the Cimmerian here, I think the better choice is to go defensive here. So he would get 4 dice 6, right?
Yeah.
I'd get 4 dice 6, and I would have to split those against those 3 opponents. So I could put 1 on each of them. So if I put 1 on the witch doctor and one on the ape, and then one on the cannibal. And then I have one dice left. And what I'm going to do here is a really dangerous move. And I'm going to put both of my dice on the cannibal.
Oh.
And I'm going to choose to resolve that fight first.
I know why.
Do you know why, Bessie?
I do.
Tell me why I'm going to resolve that fight first.
Well, because if we can break away from him, then we can break away from the other two and we can get some space.
Correct.
So we don't actually.
What I'm really hoping here is that I can outroll that cannibal. The cannibal is only going to be rolling 1d6. So the cannibal, if I can dodge that guy, then that means I can disengage and move 1 inch away. And if I'm able to move 1 inch away, then that will automatically cancel the fight with the ape and the witch doctor. It's a dangerous move, because if I fail this, I've only got 1 dice on them anyway, so it could be bad here. Here is the roll. Let's roll for the cannibal first.
Okay, let's do
just
what
for
we're
fun.
working with.
Just for fun, let's roll for the cannibal.
Let's see
first.
what you're gonna do.
Here is the cannibal. Gets a 3, and boys and girls, that means I don't even have to roll for the Cimmerian. Automatically pass. What is the criteria for disengaging? To disengage from a fight, there is 2 points of criteria. 1, you had to choose to dodge. Did I choose to dodge? Yes. The second criteria is that you have to avoid taking any hits. I did not take any hits right there because they missed. And that allows me to disengage 1 inch away. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move back 1 inch into this gap between the personal attendant and that Stygian guard, and that will end the fight. That will cancel these 2 fights because I'm no longer there, no longer engaged with them. And that is the turn.
Yeah.
Boy, this is a scrum. This is cool. This is really cool. This is awesome. Okay. But you'll notice I haven't got a single plot point. This is if I had to say what the bad guy's goal was, is to keep me engaged and prevent me from winning. The bad guys are actually doing a really good job of it right now. They have defended that major plot point, which I thought for sure I was going to be able to force my way into. And they've kept the good guy league really busy. So is there a lesson to be learned there? Maybe. Maybe I should have spread them out a little bit more, and that would have made the bad guys possibly spread out more. Or it would have just meant that the poor Cimmerian would have been completely clobbered there in the middle of the table. So many different tactics and choices that could have happened here. As we start turn number 3.
Recovery checks. Bro.
What do you want to do? Recovery checks?
I'd like to get some of the blood off my chest.
Let's see how those muffins are doing. Let's see if those muffins are done. Here is the recovery check for... Here, let's do 2 recovery checks at the same time. And let's play a little game. Let's play a little game with Bessie, shall we? I have a white dice and a red dice in this cup. One of them is for the Cimmerian. One of them is for the personal attendant, Bessie. Which dice is for the Cimmerian?
Red.
Red, she says. Let's find out.
Oh my God.
Red is dead.
Oh.
So the Cimmerian does not recover, but the personal attendant recovers, shakes off his injury, and that means the Cimmerian is still down to D6 health, hanging on by a thread. Hanging on by a thread, boys and girls.
Oh, you're a monster. A monster.
Excuse me. I have a snake over there.
Snake.
Let's see if we get the Snick up. Snick?
Yes.
He's gone.
Bye.
Poor Snick.
We don't need him.
Poor Snick. Okay. This is going interesting here, boys and girls, isn't it? This is really cool. So now when we look at this situation, and you need to try and think about this, would it be to the bad guy's advantage to go first here? And I'm looking at what the bad guys could get done. Now the Cimmerian has pulled back. This personal attendant is actually closer to the witch doctor now.
All right.
And he's really in here in a mess of good guys. He's also probably, a lot of these guys are in there really tight. I'm going to scoot this guy over just a smidge so I can kind of tell that these two guys have him engaged. He's here. He's here. He's here. Okay. Boy, I tell you what, do I activate the good guys or do I activate the bad guys first? This guy would end up having to split his dice. He's in trouble if he does that. I don't know. What do you think, Bessie? I feel like right now, I feel like I could allow the good guys to activate first. I feel like I could allow the Cimmerians to activate first because I don't think they can get out of this. I think they're in a tight spot. Since the Cimmerian is basically hanging on by a thread, what's he gonna do? He's about to go down.
You're about to go down.
I think we can afford to let the good guys go first this turn.
All right.
So let's do that.
Who are we going first?
Well, I guess this Stygian over here.
Okay.
Try and take him out.
All right.
So he's going to draw a solo card.
Quirk of Fate. All other solo cards and effects currently. I can't read the rest of it because you took it away.
I know. All solo cards currently in effect are removed from play. So remove all of the solo cards. So the Cimmerian lost his on guard card.
Oh no!
Yep. Yep. So
I
that's
thought
why
we were going to activate the. Oh no, I guess it wouldn't have mattered.
it wouldn't have mattered.
It
It
was
wouldn't have mattered who
already
activated
okay,
there. Okay. So now the Stygian has 3 dice 6 to roll against the cannibal.
Cannibals.
Cannibal is rolling 2 dice 6. Let's just throw them all in a cup and see how it goes.
Oh, it's just a little go.
And
Who is who?
okay, the Stygian is the white dice
Okay.
and the cannibal is the red dice. What do you think, Bessie? What do you think there?
Take them all.
Do we go take them all?
Take them all.
Take them all, she says. She says take them all. So both of them are going to have to roll a 1 dice health check. And they both pass. So we end up right back where we are. So who's the next character to activate on the good guy side? So
Well, the princess would have 2 versus the cannibals 1.
Okay, do her next.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Oh,
so
wait, she gets a card.
She gets a card.
Furious. Roll a challenge below. 2 successes with cunning or might.
So she's got a challenge here. So is she going to be furious? Is she turning furious here? This is the card.
So her cunning is 3 die 8.
3 die 8. She needs 2 successes here to pass the challenge. We'll see if she can pass it. 2 successes.
She got
She passed it. And then the result of passing that challenge is the character ignores all multiple combats penalties until the end of the scenario. So that can be attached to her. So that is attached to the character. She's rolling 2 die 6 to attack that cannibal, and he is rolling 1 die 6. And here is the roll. He is pointing back with his spear. He got a 6. I'm sorry. She got a 6, and he got a 4. Bessie, how do you want to play that?
Take them all.
She says take them all. And the cannibal is going to have to roll a 1 dice health check, and the princess will roll a D8 health check. And they both pass.
My God.
They both pass the roll. Neither one is
You
injured.
are killing me. Physically killing me.
So is the attendant going to activate next, or is the Cimmerian going to activate next? We have a choice to make here. And that, you're a mean one, Mr. Phipps. That's okay. I don't mind being the monster.
We know.
So here's something to think about here. How defensive do we want to get? Do we actually want to move the Cimmerian back an inch and therefore making everybody else the target for this round, hoping that we can get a save through?
I don't know, maybe. Because he still has the muscles of steel, but if he takes one more hit.
Yes. He still has muscles of steel. So, as a matter of fact, if he goes in right now, he's going to be rolling 4 die 10 because those injuries don't bring him down at all. So he could go in right now and throw 4 die 10 at somebody. And I could probably get him either on this this cannibal or the witch doctor.
Yeah. What's a witch doctor throwing?
3 die 10.
3 die 10.
3 die 10 versus 4 die 10.
Ooh.
What do you think?
Well, we're already bloody pectorals, so.
His muffins are buttered.
With blood? Ooh.
What do you want to do?
I guess let's do the witch doctor.
Okay. So the Cimmerian is...
Is that bad? Is that too dangerous?
It's probably a little too dangerous because the witch doctor hasn't activated this turn. So let's take our easy fight and try and just eliminate some numbers again.
Okay.
The Cimmerian will move after this.
See, that only works when you roll correctly. You don't roll double sixes.
Well, yeah. So the Cimmerian comes in on this cannibal. He is still trailing blood behind him, and he's rolling 4 die 10. The cannibal has not been in a fight this turn, so he's going to roll 2 die 6. Let's see how this goes. Here is the roll, boys and girls. The cannibal got absolutely nothing, and the Cimmerian got 3 successes. So the cannibal will have to roll a 3 dice health check. Here is the health check, and it is
that is not a pass.
And another cannibal bites the dust.
Yay!
Now all I have left is the personal attendant. What's he going to do, Bessie? Is he going to rush the witch doctor?
Oh.
Try and keep the witch doctor tied up here, maybe? Is that what we do? Do we try and keep the witch doctor tied up? I think that's what we got to do. I think that's what we got to do, right? So he comes in on the witch doctor. And he is rolling what, Bessie?
The witch doctor rolls 3 die 10, and the personal guard does 4 die 8.
4 die 8, but he also has the quick strike ability, so he could do 6 die 6. What do you boys and girls think out there? Should we go to 6 die 6?
I don't know. Depending on what you roll, that could. But I guess we're not dodging; we're just brawling, right? So. Yeah, why not? Get some mini hits
quick
in.
Strike. I had to double check and make sure he actually has quick strike.
No, he did. I checked it.
All right. So here is the personal attendant coming in with his flailing axe, trying to chop him down, and he got 3 successes. Well, that's probably at least what he would have got with 4 die 8. So here is the witch doctor, 2 10s. So that makes it a very good choice. Some people ask me sometimes when I say it's a take them all situation. And that's what this is. Sometimes you will get involved in a fight and you don't have a choice. This has turned into a potentially very bloody mess. The witch doctor rolled 2 10s, and the personal attendant rolled 3 successes. None of his successes are high enough to stop D10s. So that means it is take them all. And the personal attendant will have to roll a 2 dice health check. He has D8s. So he'll be rolling 2 die 8. And the witch doctor is rolling 3 die 10. Here is for the personal attendant. He is passed.
Yay.
No damage at all. Here is for the witch doctor. The witch doctor is damaged. and takes an owl, and
Yay.
that ends that turn. That ends the good guys.
Yeah.
Now we have the bad guys. And if you look at this, for those of you at home saying that the it's too easy for the good guys, I'll remind you here that I still have all four of the good guy league are on the table. Now the Cimmerian is bloodied pretty badly, but the only side that has actually lost any characters is the cannibal side, and they're down to 3 characters on the table. As we start their half of turn number 3, who do we go with first here, Bessie? I guess we might as well do this poor little cannibal over here just to get him out of the way. He's been in 2 fights, so he's going to have to rely on his dodge skill, so he'll be using dodge. He will have to split his dice between those 2 characters. So he'll have 1 dice on the Stygian and 1 dice on the Princess. This question comes up every once in a while about the splitting of the dice. And one very important aspect, boys and girls, take down this note right here. Only the active character can ever split their dice, or ever has to split their dice. The only character that can ever split their dice is the active character. And there's a very specific reason why it's done that way. We spent 3 years playtesting Pulp Alley to make sure it works the way it's supposed to. And that's why only the active character can split their dice. So if you're not the active character, you just roll your dice as normal. And that's what we're going to do here, because we have the Princess there. She's going to only reply with 1 dice, or she could dodge. I don't think there's any reason for her to dodge here, so let's go ahead and have her go ahead and throw her 1 dice back. We have the Stygian, and he's going to be rolling.
Oh, she gets to ignore multiple fight penalties.
Oh, because she's furious.
Oh, she's so angry.
She's so angry. She is furious. Ah! She is furious. So she's actually gets to roll both of her dice. That was the solo card, boys and girls, that we drew, and it's an attached card. So she's furious right now. She is angry at these cannibals. So she's going to ignore that multiple fights penalty and throw 2 dice. And the Stygian is also rolling 2 dice. Now, when I look at this, I don't think it really matters. So we'll say that the cannibal will resolve the Stygian first. And let's see how this goes. The Stygian, again, is trying to spear or trying to slice the cannibal. The cannibal got nothing. He was hit 1 time, and the cannibal will have to roll a 1 dice health check. And he passed it. Now it is the Princess's turn. Here is the Princess and the cannibal. And the cannibal rolled a 6. The cannibal rolled a 6. So he can stop one of these dice. It doesn't matter which one he stops. But he will still have to roll a 1 dice health check. And here is his 1 dice health check. And he passed that as well.
That is a very impressive
So my cannibal stays in play unharmed. Now my ape. What is the ape going to do? It roars. It wants more of the Muffin King. And it moves in on his half-baked rolls.
Oh, they're fully formed.
Fully formed? Fully formed muffins?
Maybe overcooked.
Muffin chest. Big old muffin chest.
They're
I'm
gonna go check on the boy.
Okay. There's a screaming boy. So let's see. Well, don't. Let's see where are we at here. So the ape is coming in on the Cimmerian. The ape is rolling 5 die 8. This could be the end of the Cimmerian right here. This could be the end. What do you do if you're the Cimmerian here? The Cimmerian has 4 die 10 that he could roll. He's already been in 1 fight this turn, however, boys and girls. So that means he would be down to 3 die 10. The reason he gets to roll 3 die 10 is because he has muscles of steel, so he gets to ignore his injuries. So he's fighting as if he was not injured. And that's a special ability that he has. So that's our most even set of dice right there. 3 die 10 versus his 5d8. But our poor Cimmerian's hurt pretty bad. So if we chose to dodge instead of fighting back, I could roll 4 die 6 to try to dodge those d8s. You know what? I don't know. I feel like I'm just going to go for broke here, and the Cimmerian is going to try to throw his d10s at that ape and see what kind of damage they can trade. So, and the reason there is that I wasn't confident enough in my d6s to stop the d8s, because if you get 7s and 8s, and there's nothing I can do about those. So if the ape rolled good, my chances of dodging it and avoiding getting hurt is really slim. And it also means by choosing to dodge, there was only one character that had the potential to be injured, and that was the Cimmerian. By choosing to fight back, now both characters actually have a potential of being injured. So we're going to roll for the ape first. He is the active character. 5d8, and he got an 8 and a 5. That's not too bad. But you see right there, that meant that I would not have been able to stop that 8 with my d6s. Anyway, I won't be able to stop any of them because I chose to counterattack and got a 6 and a 10. So that means both of them are going to roll health checks. And we'll use the black dice for the Cimmerian, and we'll use the red dice for the ape. Here is the roll as they both take 2 hits. We got to really hope for the Cimmerian. Black dice failed. So he had to get 2 successes there. He failed it. And the ape also fails. That means the Cimmerian is now down and the ape is injured. Holy cow, boys and girls. Bessie leaves the room and the Cimmerian gets knocked on his tuchus. The next character to activate is going to be the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor is whenever you activate and you are in base-to-base contact with an enemy, a fight automatically starts. So there's no choice there. He's got to fight that personal attendant of the princess. He would normally roll 3 die 10, but he's injured. That'd take him down to d8s, and he's already been in a fight, so he's only going to be rolling 2 die 8. The personal attendant normally rolls 4 die 8. 4 die 8. Let's see, where are my d8s? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 die 8. I'll put these 2 black ones over here. 4 die 8. And he's also been in a fight. Did I use my quick strike earlier? I think I did. So that's what he's going to be stuck with is 3 die 8 versus 2 die 8. So the black dice are for the cannibal and the red dice are for the personal attendant. Personal attendant only got 1 success. The cannibal got 2 successes. That means the personal attendant is going to have to roll a 2 dice health check, and the cannibal is going to have to roll a 1 dice health check. This is the Witch Doctor. The Witch Doctor is down to d8 health, so he will have to roll a 1 dice health check, and he failed. Boys and girls, the Witch Doctor is now down to a d6 health. He's taken a second injury, but look, our personal attendant was also injured. And that means we are to the recovery checks, boys and girls. I need all of you out there to, say you believe in the Cimmerian, because a lot of positivity right here. If I can make this recovery check, our Cimmerian is going to rise to his feet. If I can roll a 4 or better on this dice, the Cimmerian will rise to his feet. Otherwise, our Cimmerian is removed from the table. Let's see what happens. Cimmerian, I believe! Crom! And I got a 5, boys and girls, and the Cimmerian stands back to his feet. He is not giving up. He will not give up. Now, the thing to think about here is whenever you recover from being down, if that puts you in base-to-base contact with an enemy, you have the choice to back up 1 inch. So what do we do there, boys and girls? What do we do? Do we take that 1 inch of backup? And in this situation, I think we will. I think I'll go ahead and take that 1 inch of space, and I'm going to move the Cimmerian back 1 inch away from the ape. One thing to remember about your disengage move is that you must end it. You must end a disengage move at least 1 inch away from all enemies. So you cannot use a disengage move to move, close to an enemy or to engage another enemy. So a disengage move, sometimes you can get surrounded to the point that you cannot disengage, right? So the Cimmerian backs up. Now we need to roll a recovery check for our personal attendant. Can the personal attendant recover? He does not. Let's see if the witch doctor can recover. The witch doctor does. Witch doctor is back to D8. And let's see if the ape can recover. The ape also recovers. All right. And we'll pull a bullet. And now we're going to look at this situation. Now we're going to look at this table and decide what is the absolute worst possible thing that we could do to our heroes. I think we're going to have to, oh boy, what a scrum, what a tussle in the middle of the table here. Holy cow. When does the Cimmerian...
Since when does the Cimmerian back up?
Since when does the Cimmerian back up?
When his loaves are bloody.
When your loaves are extra bloody. Yeah, that's what it is. We'll go ahead and take that inch move back. Let's see. So now we're starting turn 4 here, and I don't have a single plot point. It is just basically turned into an absolute slugfest in the middle of the table. And I don't even know if I'm going to get what.
I said, did you pull a bullet?
I think so.
Okay.
Here's turn 4. I think it's going to be to the bad guy. Oh, I think we'll go ahead and let the good guys activate.
All right, who's
I
going
think we'll
first?
let the good guys activate. We'll do the Stygian over here again.
The bionic
He
cannibal.
activates.
Okay, missing clue. Roll the challenge below.
Okay.
Oh, this is not helpful. Roll 2 successes with finesse or cunning.
Can't do it. What's the failure?
2 hits if failed.
No.
Oh, failed. This character cannot run during this activation.
Okay. He's where he's at. There's a missing clue that he misses here, so you can go ahead and pitch the card. It has no effect. He cannot run this turn, so we'll continue our fight. 3 die 6 versus 2 die 6, and here we go. The Stygian only gets 1 success, and the cannibal gets 2 successes. Here are their health checks. The health check, the white dice is for the cannibal. And the cannibal remains on his feet, and the Stygian goes down. Now the princess. Does the princess want to dodge here, or is she going to try and take the Stygian on? Or the cannibal on? She would only roll 2 dice to fight, or and the cannibal would roll 2 dice. Is that what you want? Or does she want to dodge away?
I mean, she might as well keep him engaged, I guess.
Okay. The princess is the white dice. She got a 6. The cannibal got nothing, and the cannibal will have to roll a 1 dice health check. Cannibal remains on his feet. We'll activate the personal attendant next over there. He's rolling 4 dice 6 to attack, or 4 or 4 die 6 to dodge?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
4 die 6 or 4 die 6. I guess we'll just go ahead and roll the attack.
Yeah.
Because
he is the active, right?
Yeah, he's the
So
active character. Yeah.
In theory.
And so there's no reason to dodge there because the only advantage of dodging over attacking is that you have the opportunity to block. And as the active character, he's already going to have that. But the other thing that I wanted to point out is that he cannot use his quick strike ability because he is injured. The reducing of the skill is the cost of activating that ability. If you cannot reduce the skill, then you do not get the bonus dice. So since he's down to D6s already, that's as low as he can go.
Mm-hmm.
And now the Witch Doctor's rolling 3 die 8 to fight back. We'll roll them separate. 4 die 6 from the personal attendant, and he gets 3 6s.
Wow.
And the Witch Doctor gets a 6.
Oh, well, we could block that one and still give 2.
What would you do here, boys and girls? Do you see the choice that Bessie has here? I want to make sure that you understand this. And you really have to think about the situation that these two characters are in. The personal attendant is injured now.
Mm-hmm.
If he takes another injury, he's going down. And that means when the Witch Doctor activates, he's no longer engaged. The Witch Doctor also is injured right now and is down to a D8 health. If you could get him an injury on him, then that could take him down to a D6 health, and that would be cool. So, what is your priority here? What do you really want to happen? Bessie, what are you going to do?
I said take them all.
She says take them all. She says take them all. William Rieger says block 1 and have the Witch Doctor take 2. Sorry, Bessie is a bit more bloodthirsty than that. They don't call her bloodthirsty Bessie for nothing.
No one calls me that.
She is taking the chance. She doesn't want to take the chance of not injuring the Witch Doctor. So here we go. The Witch Doctor will roll a 3 dice health check, and the personal attendant will roll a 1 dice health check. We'll go ahead and roll for the personal attendant first. Here is his.
I'm glad this isn't my league.
Here is his roll for the personal attendant. And he failed. The personal attendant is down. He is down. And here is for the Witch Doctor. All success. Oh.
That is not all
successes.
successes,
Is down
kids.
to a D6 health. D6 health. Now what do you do, boys and girls? Now what do you do? I'm thinking we still have the Cimmerian who has not activated yet. He could go against the Witch Doctor. They're basically about the same distance right here now. Neither one of them are engaged. We have the Witch Doctor and we have the ape right here. The Cimmerian could go up against that Witch Doctor. He would be throwing 4 die 4 die 10 against the Witch Doctor. He could take the Witch Doctor out here.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Okay. So trailing his bloody trail, he comes up against them. I'm going to scoot the ape a little bit away just to show that they're not engaged. And they're like so. Now, the Cimmerian is rolling 4 die 10. And the Witch Doctor is only rolling 2 die 6. So where's the math at? Just for you guys at home, the Witch Doctor would normally roll 3 die 10, but he's down to a D6 health, so he can't roll D10s anymore. He can only roll D6s. And he's been in 1 fight, so that gets him down to 2 dice. So 4 die 10 versus 2 die 8. This is one of those situations that if you wanted to play subtly, if you wanted to play your NPCs smart, maybe you could say, you know what, I'm going to have my Witch Doctor dodge here instead. But as we said at the beginning of the scenario, we do not normally play our NPCs to be subtle or necessarily all that smart. They're there to cause problems. And by taking the Cimmerian down right here or causing some damage to him, that would be pretty helpful. So the Cimmerian rolls 4 die 10. Let's see if we can take him out. 4 die 10, swinging his hefty broadsword of 6 and an 8. Not an average roll. Not great. Should have got that third success in there. Here is the witch doctor. Got a 6. So how dangerous, boys and girls? How dangerous do you play this? You could cancel that 6. You could cancel that 6 with one block. Tang, a parry. Tang. You could block that 6 and still get in with a hit. Or if you really want it to be extra bloody, you take that hit because you know your jaw is made of iron and that witch doctor can't hurt you, and you deliver whack, whack, 2 hits. What do you do here, boys and girls? I hope I've blathered enough to give Bessie a choice. Hopefully she can just look at this and say exactly what she wants to do. Bessie, what is the choice?
The kids want to block it, so I guess.
Block and pray. Block it. Block 1 and hit 1. Parry the 6. Okay. Block 1. Okay. All right. So he's going to block. He's going to block that 6. He's not going to take the chance. He's playing it safe. And that means the witch doctor has a 50-50 chance, right? Think about that, boys and girls. What?
Are you rolling the D6?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I just want to make sure. You weren't trying to,
You want me to roll a different dice?
Do we have any D4s?
I got my loaded dice here. I can put that one in there. So here's the thing about this, boys and girls. If I roll a 2 die 6 health check, that means the witch doctor only has like a 25% chance of passing it. That's a fairly low chance. He could still pass it on 2 die 6 though. Rolling a 1 dice health deck, he's got a 50-50 shot. So let's see how this goes. Here it is. Will the witch doctor pass this health check? He does not pass it, boys and girls. And the witch doctor is down. The witch doctor goes down. Knocked into the dirt. Knocked into the dirt. Look at that, boys and girls. How's about that? How's about them apples? Now the witch doctor isn't even going to get an activation. But the other 2 characters are, as we start the continuation of... I wonder if I forgot to draw all my solo cards on those characters. I might have.
I think we...
Okay, doesn't matter. We're farther enough along. We're not going to go back. So here we go. So now the bad guy's half of the turn. The ape is just going to go over and make short work of the Cimmerian, knock him into the dirt again. So the ape comes in throwing 5d8. Now the Cimmerian could fight back with 3 die 10, or he could dodge this with, 3 die 10. I think that's what I said. Yeah, or 4 die 6 to parry. You see that? The choice that you have to make there. Pulp Alley is full of all kinds of cool choices like that, where you have to decide, how is your character fighting? Are you going to try to avoid this damage, or are you going to try and take it? Tell me what you're saying out there, boys and girls. Does the Cimmerian try to dodge here, or is he going to try to fight back? The ape is coming in with 8 dice of total Cimmerian beatdown.
Yeah, just for future reference, that's 5 dice.
8 dice.
5 die 8, not 8 dice.
8 die 5. 8 5-sided dice. Okay. Well, I think it comes out to the same. So, Bessie, I hope you had time to think about this. What?
Well, Vern said fight him, so.
Vern says fight. Oh, Vern says fight. Fight the ape. Okay. This is the end of the Cimmerian right here. I hope you guys know you have blood on your hands. So
I think it's your rolling.
So here is the ape. 5 successes of total Cimmerian beatdown. 5 successes or 4, just as good.
Whew.
4 successes. Let's see how our Cimmerian does.
All right.
Not a
Okay.
single success. Got 3 successes. The ape says take them all, and the Cimmerian will have to roll a 4 dice health check, and the ape will roll a 3 dice health check. Here it goes. The ape passed. Look at that. Boom,
Oh my
boys
God,
and
he did
girls.
pass.
That is a pass. And the ape passes a 3 dice health check. Not even injured in the slightest by the Cimmerian's bloodied broadsword. And the Cimmerian is down again. Blip. We have one last character to activate this round, and that is the Stygian over here, who has been in 2 fights.
You mean the cannibal?
The cannibal, yes. The cannibal over here has been in 2 fights, so his only choice is to dodge.
Dodge with 2 dice 6, and she ignores multiple combats.
So she can throw 2 dice 6 at him.
Yeah.
Is that what we want to do? Just for fun here,
She could dodge with 4 die 8.
you could dodge with 4 die 8. Maybe we do that. Maybe we dodge.
Maybe.
Well, let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do a dodge here. Let's do a dodge here. Just for fun. So maybe we can try and show you guys something else here. So since neither of them are throwing any attack dice at each other, there's no reason to roll at all because they've basically both chosen to try to avoid the fight. Now, the next thing that occurs is that you ask the active character, do you want to disengage? And that means back up 1 inch away. And for the Stygian, we'll say no. We'll say the Stygian is going to hold his ground. And then we ask the princess, do you want to back up 1 inch? And this princess says yes, and she'll take that 1 inch back this away. And at the end of this turn, boys and girls, do you see what this table looks like?
It's carnage.
Do you see with the carnage that is scattered around this table? Holy cow, there's not a dry eye in the house. She is the only character still standing for her side. All of her friends are down. The Stygian guard is down. The personal attendant is down. The Cimmerian is down. And we have the ape and the invincible cannibal over here. That is
very powerful. He must have eaten somebody.
He's very hungry.
He must have eaten somebody very powerful.
Well, he's very hungry. So here we go. Here we go for our recovery checks.
All right, who's first?
Let's do fun with Bessie time. Let's do fun with Bessie. We're going to do the leaders first. So one of these dice is for the Cimmerian, and the other dice, I'm going to have to rewatch this. I'm totally confused. Oh, well, I guess that's good that you're going to rewatch it. I am going fairly quick through this. I'm not spending a lot of time explaining it, but that is the good thing about it being on a video is that you can go back and rewatch it. And Phil, the other thing that I would say is if you have questions, be sure and ask them either in a comment on this video if there's something you're not sure about. But I am playing this at speed. I'm not going very slow on this. I hope you can forgive me on that. I'm going to do my recovery checks here. It's the end of turn number 4. This is for the leader. The leader. So I have a red dice and a white dice, boys and girls. I have a red dice and a white dice in this cup. And the question for Bessie is, one of these dice is for the Cimmerian. Is it the white dice or is it the red dice?
The Cimmerian.
The Cimmerian.
Stay red.
She says red, boys and girls. Red dice for the Cimmerian.
Yeah.
And the Cimmerian passes his recovery check, and he clambers back to his feet. Bessie, do you want to remain engaged with this ape, or do you want to take your 1 inch back?
I'll take 1 inch back.
Takes 1 inch back. Defensive withdraw there. This ape is pounding him and knocking him back. The ape is hitting him so hard, it's actually knocking him staggering backwards. That also means I rolled a 2 for the recovery of my witch doctor, and that means my witch doctor is removed from the table.
Yeah.
I lost my witch doctor.
Bye.
Lost my witch doctor. This has really just turned into a big hairy fight in the
We
middle
haven't
of the
even
table.
touched a plot point.
Uh,
I haven't even thought about it. In fact, you moved it out of the way so we could fight. All the scoot this out of the way don't mean anything.
Scoot that out of the way.
That's
you know
right.
what? Pulp Alley is a really fun combat game. Pulp Alley is a really fun game to have big swirling brawls in because there's so much action. It's so engaging. There's so many choices to make. It's fun sometimes just to have a big fight and not. I don't even care about the plot points at this point. We're just going for it. I'm confused. I lost track of who is in what league or the other. Okay. Well, right now, I guess we're down to what rule set is this again? Here is the recovery check for the Stygian, who is on the ground, and he is gone. We lost our first hero. All right.
But guard, the personal guard.
The personal guard. Let's see if he gets up. He does not. He is gone.
That's tragic.
Oh my gosh, boys and girls, do you see this? We are facing off 2 characters versus 2 characters. Oh my gosh. That is pretty cool. 2 characters versus 2 characters. We have the ape and the Cimmerian facing off. We have the Stygian or the Stygian princess facing off against that cannibal. Whoo, boy. All right. Now, as we look at this, I think it's to the bad guy's advantage to have them activate first. So we are going to have the bad guys activate first so they can close the distance and try and put the beat down on the good guys here. I think if I did it the other way around, it would be to the player's advantage, and I'm not going to do that. So can our heroes survive what's coming? The storm. The ape is now enraged because its master has been beat down. I'm going to activate the ape first.
Here's his card. Oh, all clear.
Okay, so no effect there. And now we will do the fight. So the ape moves in on the Cimmerian. The ape is rolling 5d8. 5d8. And the Cimmerian is rolling
4 die 10.
4 die 10. Or I could dodge with 4 die 6. We're going to go for the fight?
Yeah.
Okay. Here is the ape. Poor Cimmerian. How many recovery checks can he pass? Not that many, I'm afraid.
Well, the cannibal did pretty good.
So the ape only got 2 successes.
Okay.
That's not great. Let's see. The Cimmerian gets striking back, gets 3 successes. So we say the ape says take them all, and that means the ape will have to roll a 3 dice health check. Cimmerian will roll a 2 dice health check. It is only rolling d6. Here is for the ape. 3 die 8 health check, and the ape is injured.
Yay!
The ape is bloodied. Now the Cimmerian is rolling a 2 die 6 health check, and the Cimmerian is down again. Again, the double-fisted slam smashes into the Cimmerian. Boom! And he goes sprawling backwards again through the jungle. Now, the cannibal activates, and he's coming in to get some of the princess. He's rolling 2 die 6. Does the princess fight back with 2 die 6 here or dodge with 4 die 8? 2 die 6 or 4 die 8?
Well,
let's go ahead and dodge.
All right.
So the princess, let's see, here's the cannibal rolling 2 die 6. And the reason I'm choosing to dodge here is so that if I can get away from him, I can actually back up and shoot him. and I dodged it. I used my 6 to block his 5, so she is successful there, and she uses her 1-inch move to move 1 inch away. And then, did we draw a card for the cannibal?
No.
Okay.
Want you right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Says the calm. No character can run. Oh no. No character can run, rush, attack, or roll any shoot or brawl dice. This affects all characters for the remainder of this turn.
Okay. So they would have actually done nothing. The same result would have happened. He would have just backed up.
Yeah.
But that means on her turn, she can't do anything. Yep. So that blew our plan out of the water there. So we were down to our recovery checks again.
Did the princess go?
Well, she could activate.
Does she get a card?
Okay.
Because it's the first 3?
Yes. Okay. That's a really good point right there. The first 3 characters that activate each turn draw a card, not the first 3 of one side or the other. So she's now the 3rd character, and that can happen once you reach this point where there's not very many characters left on the table. So she has to draw a card.
Uh-oh. This character encounters a peril immediately. Okay. Roll 1 success with cunning or might.
3 die 8 and cunning.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yay. Barely.
All right. So she could actually continue her activation. She'll go ahead and take another inch or so backwards to get a full 3 inches between them.
Because then when he comes at her, she can shoot him, right?
Uh-huh. So she's going to back up a little bit to see what happens here. And then we'll go to, because of the calm, she can't shoot this turn. She can't do any fighting, and that ends the turn. So it's recovery checks time again. And that was turn 5. This is the last turn of the game. Holy crap, boys and girls. Let's see what happens here.
Cimmerian? Yeah. Yay!
Cimmerian rises slowly.
Just like his pectorals.
He rises just like a muffin. Big and bold and twice as natural. The muffin has risen. The muffin slayer. Muffin is up. Ape. Recovery check. Recovery check for the ape. Ape also shakes it off.
Okay.
This is now the last turn of the game. So you have to look at this, boys and girls, and I'll ask Bessie. We'll ask her what she thinks. So what should we do here? Should we make the good guys go, or should we make the bad guys go? What do you think, boys and girls? I don't know that there's a big difference here. There's a little bit of that you could say either way. I don't know that there's a real big choice here to make. What do you think, Bess? What do you think, Bessie?
Let's just let the baddies go, I guess.
Make the baddies go. Okay. So baddie number 1 that we go is the ape, and it wants to clobber the Cimmerian again.
The closest enemy encounters a peril.
Uh-oh.
2 successes with might, finesse, or cunning. And his muscles of steel count for might.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 die 10.
3 die 10, and he needs 2 successes here. 3 die 10. And he the ape picks up a huge log or a rock sitting here next to him and throws it all of a sudden at the Cimmerian. The Cimmerian's trying to avoid it. No, he did not make it! He did not roll 2 successes, boys and girls. And he will have to roll a 2 dice health check. The Cimmerian is down.
No.
So now when the ape continues his activation, the ape comes lumbering at the princess.
Shoot him.
So the princess can either shoot or she can dodge.
Do we want to survive to the end, or
1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I think I'll dodge.
Okay.
I think I'll dodge. I think I'll try to dodge here. So she's rolling
4 die 8.
4 die 8. So the monster gets 4 successes. 6 2 4s, and a 5. And the princess will have to roll a 4 dice dodge. Couple more dice. Okay, here is her dodge. She dodges 3 of them. She can't stop that last one, though, and she'll have to roll a 1 dice health check. Here is her 1 dice health check. And she failed that, and the princess is now bloodied as well, boys and girls. The princess is now bloodied. The last character to activate will be this one. He'll come in on her. Oh, why didn't we do our quick dodge? I don't know that it would have mattered, but anyway, I forgot about that. Oh, he'll have to draw a card when he activates.
Watchful Eye. 2 successes with cunning or might.
Can't pass it.
2 hits have failed.
Cannot move. No, it's this. This is the failure.
This character cannot move during his activation.
Okay, so he's stuck there. He isn't going to move.
Okay.
And
he can't shoot, so he can't really do anything.
Yeah, that's it.
So her turn.
She'll activate. She'll draw a card.
Shortcut. Roll the challenge below. 2 successes with finesse or cunning.
2 successes with finesse.
3d8 for both of those.
But she's down to d6s because of her injury.
Oh, no.
She can get any successes. Failure
Take
means
2 hits.
No.
Right here.
No. Okay. Yep. Take 2 hits.
Sheesh.
And she is down. Blip. And that ends our solo game. So we threw everything we had at our heroes. We had a big scrum in the middle. I think even up until that last turn, actually having this guy slowed down a little bit, almost helped the bad guy's cause. If the princess could somehow have got separated over there, she was probably within range of moving over there towards that box and picking up that plot point. Either that one over there or possibly even this one here.
Yeah.
Like she could have done that on turn 6 if she'd have still had an activation left. So even on that last turn, the good guys still had that shot of at least coming away with a win right there. As it is, this is basically a tie. They were fought to a tie with both sides not getting a single plot point. And that's...
Well, and then having the Cimmerian get that peril too, definitely.
Yeah, that kind of twisted that last turn, definitely in favor of the bad guys there.
Yeah.
Now, how hard you play the bad guys is going to determine how easy it is for your good guys. If you saw this one, you'd probably say that I played them about as hard as I could. And that's really the way when I'm doing a solo game, I'm always trying to defeat the good guys. I want to see how challenging they can actually take it. How much damage can they sustain? You know, what are the tactics that are going to help them survive or possibly get a win when everything is being thrown at them but the kitchen sink?
Yeah.
So that was really cool. And you have to remember in the pulps and the old serials and things like that, the good guys do not always win. That's just part of the ethos. You know, oftentimes in your serials, you go through 12 chapters or 11 chapters, of struggle. And then at the end, bam, the good guy catches the bad guy or defeats him in the end. And then it moves on. And the old pulp magazines were very much the same, where the characters face adversity after adversity after adversity, and it's at the end where they really step up and are able to defeat the bad guys. So this obviously was not the final chapter.
Hopefully.
A good fight, though. A good fight. So for those of you that want to see what a really fun, just skirmish, throwing the plot points out the window and completely ignoring them and just going at it, tooth and nail in the middle of the table. This is as fun as it gets for a skirmish game. I really dislike those skirmish games where the only choice that you're really making is which hand to roll your dice in, and then look it up on a chart to see what happened. There's no fun in that for me. So this is a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lot of fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please be sure and hit that like button. Happy New Year's to all of yous. If you'd like to play a game with me, I know Phil's is on the list now. Who knows? We may try and get Phil to come in and play with me next Sunday. If you're available, Phil, let me know. And for the rest of yous out there, if you would like to play a game with me live on a Sunday morning, get signed up and let me know that you want to be on the list. That's awesome. Bessie, anything else we need to cover today?
I don't think so.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Cue the music. Wake up the orchestra. Roll the credits. Dun 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 dun.